I got crazy hair today.
Yeah, excuse the knot. That is my hair. Just.
You can brush it.
Left the brush downstairs.
No,
Oh, don't do that. No, don't do that.
Mine's brushed, but I've noticed in the videos it always looks like I have a knot back here, but I don't. I don't. No knot. I'm not naughty.
We're not good at looking like girls. Sorry.
Not at all. Hi, I'm Julie.
I'm Alyssa.
Oh, I left my drink up there.
Wow, way up there.
Yeah.
It's gonna get hot up there.
I can't just reach that. This is Stitching at the Cabin.
Yeah, the Stitchy channel.
Welcome, or welcome back. My name's Julie.
We went through this.
Okay. Today's July 16th. It's Thursday.
5:13 p.m.
It is. And it's hot. It's cooler than it's been.
It is, yes. Because it got hot.
And I have clothes on.
Wow. I do too, but I regret my decision because my pants are too tight. My shorts, they are too tight.
I always regret pants.
Yeah. Life without pants is a better life.
I like jammies. But I had to go to the lab to get blood poked out of me. I was supposed to in January. I'm a little late.
It's been a bit. They had to renew the order again.
Renew it. But the place was pretty empty. I got in, I got out, except for the fight I had with the guy who thought his name was my name, so he went in my place, and I was like, excuse me, no.
That is not me. Those are my needles.
Not me.
My vials.
I'm me. But it was painless. You know, sometimes you get people that are like, jab, wiggle, 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 wiggle. She was just like smooth in. In fact, I thought she missed. Like, I watched, but I was like, well, there's no way I didn't feel that at all. She must have missed, like, everything. And then she flipped the little thing in the back, and all the blood started mooshing out. And I was like, huh, you didn't miss.
There's the question of the week. Do you watch when you get blood drawn?
I do. I absolutely do.
I don't even watch it when they do it on her.
Oh, I watch it on everybody. I'll knock people down to watch. Well, maybe not.
See, Jacob went through paramedic school, and he showed me videos of the guys doing it on other people, and I know what happens if they do it wrong and like don't pinch when they're supposed to pinch and stuff, and
does it like shoot across through them?
It's messy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can watch like operation kind of stuff as long as you're not breaking bones. As soon as it comes to breaking bones or actually seeing someone in pain, I can't handle it. I
don't know. I was watching Botched last night.
Oh, I like Botched.
And they were trying to put a woman's boobs back together, and they took just tweezers you normally have, and they just grabbed her skin and pulled, and I was just like, you know, if you were awake, that would really hurt. Like, besides the fact that you're all cut open and stuff, but like the just tweezering and yanking.
That kind of hurts.
Right, and that's not even tweezering. Like,
yeah, that would
this is why it
painful.
hurts after surgery. It's not just because they, you know, cut and pulled stuff apart, but because they were rough. You have to have lasting bruises and stuff from that.
Well, I don't know about you, but I have a small mouth. So when I go to the dentist, the cleaning is usually fine. But if I have to have any kind of dental work done, they give me the kitty bite block. The kid, not like a cat. The kid bite block. And generally the bulk of the pain I have afterwards is from when they were like resting some kind of tool, like using it like leverage. I guess resting is the wrong word, but like leveraging something, and they like push and like bruise your gum. Extra painful.
My jaw hurts after that too, because I'm like trying to, I don't know, I think I tried not to put like all my jaw weight on the block or something, or maybe it's just too tight anyways. And then they're like, okay, we're gonna take it out. And you're like, oh, okay, so now I gotta open even further.
Yeah.
You're like, ah. It comes out and it just hurts. It's just like, it's uncomfortable.
I don't like any of the numbing stuff. In fact, I had to have a deep cleaning once, and they had done like a couple of quadrants and they numbed it, and it's always sore after from putting the shots in and stuff, and I don't like numb up easily for some reason. And so when I went to do this side, I was like, do you have to numb it? And they were like, well, no, but are you sure? I was like, please don't numb it. When I did the entire cleaning, she kept saying, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, yes, this is way better than having to get covered later with the drool and the numb and the tingling and then the soreness. No, it was way better.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. We should talk about Stitchy stuff.
Yeah, now that everyone's passed out.
What's on the agenda for today? Whips.
I have one.
I don't have stuff. We need to spin, and I have to possibly change my spinny thing again.
Okay.
Other and wedding. And for the wedding, I said you needed to discuss that.
I think that's the only major thing.
I feel like there was something else, but yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Okie dokie. What do you want to do?
Do yours. I think mine is impressive enough that you're going to do yours and then I'm going to do mine and everyone's going to go, wow, Alyssa's is the best. So that's the hope.
I'm good with that. Here comes Keto.
With
It's
10
big.
sugars.
I put 10 sugars on, but okay, first of all, I'm not sure I didn't put them on correctly. But after the last episode, Alyssa did help me roll it, re-roll it. That's terrible.
Re-roll it.
Rolled it once again. It's slightly tighter, but
Yeah.
see, even with 10
too many needle
sugars,
minders.
just-
Take your needle
it's
minders
better
off.
if I do that. But
You're
it
only
starts
using
to
like 3
slip.
of them.
See, that's even better, but it starts to slip after a while, and then I get wonkily. It really doesn't bother me when I'm stitching, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a mess. I'm obviously doing something wrong. And it might be needle minders, but I need them. It doesn't look bad now, but you should have seen it a few days ago. It looked a lot like Ugly Birds. I was like, why do I have 27 colors? But even a bit more than 27. It's probably more like 47.
Yeah.
Why do I have like 47 different colors? It's just a small space, but it was this light spot, a slight section of hair. I guess you could, see it. You really cannot see that well. But this light section of hair down there, that just caused an Oompa Loompa of trouble.
I see.
An Oompa Loompa
So many Oompa Loompas.
of trouble. So now I'm in a deep, dark hair section, and so there's not much. So, I'm still working on keto. I still like it. I'm gonna put it down. Meow. NASCAR. Meow. So we've taught Ami. Ami says that now. Meow. 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 You want to keep hearing that? We didn't just lose 22 viewers. Okay. My Chatelaine. Hilarious. On some sort of fabric.
Of some color.
I'm still working down here. I got all the little poke-y things in and all the outside stuff and the other outside stuff, and now
some gold.
Oops, I'm pointing. I'm working on the gold. Well, this is like the only side with 0 gold.
Yeah.
Try every other side has some gold. And I even have gold back here on the back attached. Back attach. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Wow.
know. I love it. I love it still. But I don't know if I'm ever going to finish it. It feels like I've accomplished nothing, even though, it's different. Before and after is going to look like I did something. It's just, yeah. The only actual cross stitching that's left in this square that I haven't done is in the center of this square, but I have to count to get to it, and I don't trust that. There's some things sticking out that will get me closer to it,
Yeah.
but that's part of the specialty stitch. So I thought, well, I'll just do all the called for specialty stuff on the outside, and then these little thingies, and then when it wants me to do that stuff, I will. Saying stuff.
Sounds good.
You sound like you don't mean that. You're just being nice.
No, I like it. I like it lots.
Whatever. Okay, that's haul. That's my stuff's under the haul. So this weekend I worked on. What are you doing? Every time I turn around, you're looking like some odd direction.
I'm looking at Keto.
Okay.
Her hair's pretty.
I forgive you for that then.
Yeah.
It's not so pretty when you're up close working on it. Like I start to get a little sad, like in the mornings, like. What if I don't like her? What if I get like way into her? I'm already over a year into her, but like what if I don't like her? And then I get up to go to work and I swing the thing back and I look down and I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. But when you're sitting there, it's not the same. It just looks like weird red stuff. It doesn't make any sense. Weird
I can see that.
red stuff. some are acorns from blue flower, in case that giant blue flower lighting isn't, you know, obvious.
The wheel really likes acorns.
All of a sudden it does. So I worked on this weekend.
Wow.
I think I said that. I have made some accomplishments.
That's a lot of accomplishments.
So yeah, I finished those 2, and there's just a lot more new things. This one's completely done. This is just the same thing all the way around. Like that is all just that turned, and then that turned, and then turned. So you just have to do the same thing 4 times. But so that one's completely done. So all of them will look like that. So just do.
Nailed it.
Done!
Wow.
I finished it.
I like how you still turn it this way.
Wow. I want it to be accurate-ish. And
It's a
I'm
heart.
not...
Yeah, they're hearts.
Isn't that neat, the little acorns?
Yeah.
Little acorn hearts. They like it's all inside. On the outside, there's... Probably easiest to see on the bottom. There's like a border all the way around. And I'm not 100% certain if I'm going to do it. I mean,
Oh, really?
I like it, but the problem
It's very
is...
pillow-esque.
I didn't have a lot of space on the side. See?
Yeah.
And so if I come out and do it and it's like over here, it leaves an inch over here. It just makes me a little bit nervous, which I knew when I started using this. I mean, before I started using, I knew
Right.
when I opted for
what you
this
were
fabric that it was going to be an inch on each side.
Yeah.
The 2 sides, the top, there's plenty. So I'm not saying I'm not going to do it, but that's why I haven't started on it. I thought I would do the inside, and then I could see what I wanted to do from there. Because normally I would just plump on over to the side and get started on that.
So I think you should make it a pillow. I don't know where you would put said pillow, but it's just such a cute little
It's
pillow.
supposed to be a pillow. I mean.
I know. Yeah, you should make it a pillow.
Carla.
Yeah, she said she'd help.
But that was rack stack. I don't
I'm
know
sure
if she
she'd
would
help with this one.
Carla being crafty.
Just send them all to her. Do a bunch more and send them all. See?
I thought that said beaded rectal. And I was like, that's a problem.
Oh.
I will show you my beaded rectum in a minute, but I did not take
You know
this
that has
off.
to be the title now. We can't. That's how you get a video taken down.
No!
Look at my beaded rectum.
I didn't take this off the Q-snap because this is what I spun for the week, so I could continue to work on this
What
tonight.
project was out in the garage? Was that out in the garage?
This was in the garage, so it was my beaded rectum.
Gotcha.
I've been switching, like, I do both each night. My broke. I fixed it. It's not broke anymore. I didn't fix anything. But I've been
She's
working
so
down
funny.
here in that nether region. I did undo more than I did the first night. I don't know what. Well, okay, so we bring a bird out in the garage at night, and I've been hanging out with my husband, and this is what we have to discuss when I spin the wheel. And I get distracted by the bird, and I don't count correctly, because it's a different bird every night, and they're distracting.
Yes, they are. That's
My
true.
chickens.
That's true.
Okay, so, excuse me, my beads. So this is a beaded rectum, my beaded cross stitch. And I haven't done much, but the first night I started, I was like, I love this for about 2 minutes. And I was like, I don't think I like this. And then the next night I was like, okay, I'm going to try this again, but I don't really think I like this. And then I was like, I like this. And then
So now you don't know.
last night I was like, I really like this. It may not look amazing. Oh well. It's very relaxing. It is slow. It is slow.
Really?
Slow. Like diamond painting is fast. Cross stitch is slow. Beaded rectums are
Really?
incredibly slow. I know it
Huh.
seems like it would be fast, but it's not.
I feel like you should tell them what you're talking about when you say beaded rectum, because
okay.
just no one knows and they're thinking you're odd.
It's my beaded cross stitch.
Okay.
The fractal. So see, I worked,
Wow, that is slow.
I worked down here. Down,
I can just see the back
Here.
stitching area, and that's not a lot.
down there. There's not a whole lot done.
Oh yeah, no, it's not.
But like
But it's pretty.
the beads
It, like,
that
looks fun. Feels cool.
what word am I thinking of? Translucent, but that's not the word I was thinking of. I started to say opalescent. That's not the see-through-ish beads. They line up really well. Those, they just super line up. The opaque ones do not, and I don't really know why. Yeah, and there's not really holes, so you kind of have to make your own holes, but that's a pointy needle, so that's not a problem. Just don't poke yourself.
Yeah.
But I'm finding I like it. It's not something I could work on for a super long time because apparently you can't like clamp this. You can't Q-snap it or anything. Yeah. So you would need a scroll rod to be able to roll and just, well, it wouldn't be that side. It'd be this side. But you would need a scroll rod, and I just don't want to spend that kind of money.
Yeah.
On one.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it by hand. So there's a lot of like looking down. So then I change positions. So it's hard on your eyes because like that section totally blends in, and you're trying to. What, do I stick it here? Do I stick it there? Is there another one? Did I finish them all?
Right.
But it's kind of enjoyable, and I'm figuring out how to make the ones on the ends not fall down. La 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 la, falling down, falling down, falling down. La 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 la, falling down. My favorite beads. But yeah. It's kind of fun.
So not quite what you expected?
I thought it'd be a little more lined up. A little less. But I should have known I'm doing it, so.
Yeah.
But I think too, when you get, in like a section that has multiple colors and they're close together, I think it'll make a big difference. I'm sort of in the out in the nether region section. So.
Yeah, true.
But I did pull out my brand new tacky bob and use that, which I dropped in the garage on the way in today. But it was in the bag with the other beads and in the box, and I think it's okay. But I know we're not in haul, but I'm going to show you anyway. I bought a bead nabber, so I'm going to try that. I couldn't because I didn't show it to you, but. So it goes on your finger, and then it has something. I don't know if that's sticky, or it looks to me like the pokey side of Velcro. So. But you're supposed to be able to whamp, and you get a few, and then you can off your finger. But it also finds it makes my thumbs hurt holding that on like this side. I'm clamping down, and then trying to pull the needle through. I'm pulling really hard, like it's making my thumbs hurt, so I can't work on it for very long.
You're such a piffle creature.
I'm a very piffle creature.
So piffle.
Okay, so that's yours and the temperature trees.
Oh yeah, the temperature tree. Okay, let's do my Afghan first.
Okay, as I reach for the tree, you want to do the Afghan. Whatever. Whatever.
I forgot to take it off the Q-snap again.
I'm pretty sure we're going to have to ask Dinosaur Pet about temperatures for Celsius this time, because I think we went to a whole new level.
Okay, don't look. Okay, so last week I said that I went to the part that I just wanted to do, and then so I continued with that, and I got both more done than I was hoping to, and less done, if that makes sense. I wish I hadn't had a migraine yesterday, because I really would have liked to have finished this, but I didn't. So go ahead, you can look now. Isn't that just gorgeous?
I don't know what I love the most. The leaf mixed in or this. But that's pretty.
There's a shocking amount of colors in the brown that you don't realize. That's like 6 colors.
Doesn't look. Well, this or this?
There's like 4 colors in this.
Wow. I would have guessed 3.
Yeah.
Wow. That is so pretty. Can you see it, or am I just hogging it all?
You're pretty much hogging it all.
That is so pretty.
I can't see anything. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep, so I love it. Can you imagine what this is going to look like with everything else? Like, with all this stuff, And
that
it's like...
so pretty.
It's just going to be a beautiful Afghan.
For anybody that wants to do the Afghans, if she gets this up fast enough, the patterns are on sale this week on 123 Stitch.
Well, that's good to know.
The Christmas and the
Halloween.
Halloween. It. She recommends it. You have some red dots on the top, and I'm just curious, is that like the center of cranberries, holly berries.
What?
Like,
Oh, yeah, I didn't.
3 random.
The berries have not been stitched in yet.
Okay.
Yeah, they are berry placers. Actually, it was so I could do those leaves because I couldn't count that far.
Yeah, nobody can.
Yeah. So it was
actually
a counting
everybody
situation.
but us can. Probably.
Yeah.
Stitch and Mommy can count. Shh, that woman can count. She does
Really?
a lot of that extreme cross country. Well, not extreme. I take that back. She's not doing extreme cross country. That's Kim. She's doing the just like cross country thing, but she's doing it on like stitching shelf. Haven't you noticed Amy Stewart? And she's like all the way across the thing. She's like, well, I did this over here and then jumped over there. But
It's
like all the
just
stuff
scary.
she does is really spaced out like
Way
that.
too
And I'm like,
scary.
oh no, you are way braver, smarter, more talented, whatever than I am.
Much too scary. Okay, so I don't know about you. What was your high this week?
My high, because we're in the mountains, was 84.
Hey Siri, 84 degrees to Celsius. Oh, that was very egocentric, wasn't it?
4 degrees Fahrenheit is 28.9 degrees Celsius.
So my
29
highest to the
degrees.
cabin was 28.9. Now that was not the hottest I experienced this week because I was in
No.
Hemet and it was 110.
I was at the beach during the highs at my house, but my high was 105. Hey Siri, 105 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius.
105 degrees Fahrenheit is 40.6 degrees Celsius.
Is that hot?
40.6.
Are you impressed?
Ask her what 110 is because that's what it was in Hemet where I was
Hey Siri.
Sunday.
Hey Siri. 110 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius.
110 degrees Fahrenheit is 43.3 degrees Celsius.
43.3 degrees Celsius. That's where I was on Sunday. We stopped
It's
at
not
a friend's
Phoenix hot, but it's hot.
warehouse to pick something up. We social distanced, don't yell at me. It was just to pick something up because he's moving out of state. It was hot. It was so hot. So we had to stop at Home Depot to get like a swamp cooler for that house, for the garage, so I could hang out in the garage with him in the evenings and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was wearing the mask in there. I gotta say, the air conditioning in Home Depot in Hemet is not adequate. And with the mask, it felt like 140 degrees.
Plus you have to walk so far because nothing you need is near the front of the stores.
No, and we couldn't find the swamp cooler, so we were wandering everywhere.
That is really annoying.
Yeah. So, it's been hot. My tree looks hot.
Mine looks hot too. Yours
I
looks
have
hotter.
desert tree.
Yeah, you do.
See all that? See all that hot up there? It's hot.
I think I'm going to take good
Hot,
pictures of
people.
ours this week so that way people can see close-ups. Look, yeah. Yours looks hotter. Yours looks a lot hotter.
I'm one day ahead of you, but that's not today. That was yesterday. Yeah. Don't make me count. That's hard to count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15. You just missed a day.
No.
Yeah? You missed a day.
No.
You missed a day. You missed a day. She missed a
Where
day.
is there a missing leaf?
You're missing that one. Today's leaf, or yesterday's leaf. The one that
Doesn't
comes
make
after
sense,
that.
though. That doesn't make sense.
Well, she will fix hers and get back to you.
Doesn't make sense. No, that means they're all wrong.
Probably does not mean they're all wrong. And like, it's close enough. It's close enough. It's hot. It's just hot.
Oh.
Well, show them yours. You didn't show them yours.
I'm gonna take pictures of my failing.
It's not
The
failing.
failure.
It's not
I'm
failing.
so sorry. I don't know what day I missed.
Well, considering like these 2 days were all the same, you're not gonna have to replace them all.
I'm so sad. Much sad. Day's ruined.
I was kind of hoping I got my tongue out. Yeah. Are you positive the yellow one was today or yesterday?
And I know exactly what happened. Not really.
Why are you so shocked if you know exactly what
Because
happened?
I got to like here. I remember I think it was this one. I stitched this one, and then I like went to the pattern to cross it off because I scribble off each one I do, and it was already scribbled. But I had like cut the thread off, and I thought, well, maybe I finished stitching it and then I scribbled it and then I cut it, and usually maybe I scribble it after I cut it, but I don't really remember because you just do things automatically, right?
Yeah.
But I thought it was weird that it was already scribbled, so I don't, but that doesn't really answer the question of
Which leaf?
which leaf was what problem. I don't know.
You don't have any rain up here.
It didn't rain. There's no more rain.
It's not
It
rainy.
didn't rain at all.
It's not
Okay.
no rain. No.
Okay.
I bet. Man. November, I bet before it rains.
We could have a random rain.
Yeah, that's true. When it gets super, super, super hot, we have that,
Like little thunder. It's not even a thunderstorm, though.
It's not a tornado. It's not a tsunami. What's that other word? It's a
Monsoon.
Monsoon. There you
But
go.
it's not a monsoon. Don't act like we have cool weather. We don't have cool weather.
We occasionally have really unstable atmosphere that
We have just, like,
explodes, and we have
Pouring
thunder
rain, barely thunder, though.
and
Like, if you go to any other
Massive
state,
rain.
their thunder is real thunder. Our thunder is like, it starts pouring, and you're like, well, it's kind of cool, and then it goes, ooh, 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 and you're like, was that a trash can, or was that the clouds?
you know how many times I've been like thunder, and it's just a neighbor moving a trash can.
Yeah.
So many times.
California thunder sounds like trash cans being rolled out to the curb.
Do other states have rolling trash cans? You can't imagine we're the only ones with that technology.
No, but you're right, because I think when on Jenny sends pictures, it's all like,
Just regular trash cans.
do people have to carry those outside?
Do you have to carry the trash
Or do they
cans
just
outside?
stay, like, at a spot?
What's the trash like? Because it has two wheels, and it's big and sort
And
of
you lean it.
rectangular-ish, and you tilt it back and you walk with it, and it's the only thing that they'll empty. The trash trucks
Yeah.
come, and they have these little arms that come out, and they will womp, and then womp,
Jump,
womp, and then the lid's open, and it falls down, and it rushes through the stream down the street.
And
when
all
it's
of your
raining.
paper shreddings go flying down the street.
Yeah, I can always tell when she's thrown away the paper shreddings, because
It ends up in the street.
and the grass and everywhere else. Yeah. So
How does
yeah.
your trash work?
What's the trash like?
Because if you have to carry that from your backyard to the front yard, like,
I have an interesting trash story. I have an interesting trash story when we get to other. Stay. I know you don't like my talking, but stay. This is a very interesting story
aren't we at
with
other, but, you know.
Pictures
there are pictures.
of really interesting things.
Sparkly rectums.
No. Knock, 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 knock. Okay, haul. You haven't seen my haul.
I saw your little finger, and I saw
Yeah.
your stretcher bar thingy.
Yeah, the tensioners.
Yep.
I've not heard from my bobbin again. Don't know if it's
Still
been
on a
7 to
boat.
10 days.
Floating.
Maybe still in a hut someplace. Don't know. But my 1, 2, 3 stitch came. And no, I don't know what I'm doing with the fabric because it's not what I
Why do you keep ordering fabric online?
Because-
it is never what you want.
Because everybody needs fabric.
8 out of 10 times, you're like, that's not what I wanted.
I don't know how to say this.
Okay.
It's not that I can't say it. I don't know how to say it.
I've heard it said before.
Yeah, but I don't
Isn't
know
it
how to say it.
sanguine?
I was going to say
Sanguine?
sanguine.
Sanguine? It's a really pretty color.
Yeah, I saw somebody hold it up, and someone, Lindy Stitches, maybe, did something really pretty, sort of conical, pyramidal, triangular, and it had like white ecru. I don't know. It was beautiful. So I bought this thinking maybe if I use like white ecru, I could stitch Pandemic on it. That's why I got such a big piece.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
thought about that for the Pandemic. I am undecided. I did buy.
I do like it for Pandemic. I'm not sure about white, but
Yeah, I don't know what color. So
yeah.
if you think it would work for Pandemic, what color floss? I kind of just want to be monochromatic.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of leaning towards not variegated.
I agree.
Because I kind of like to be able to just pull it, bend it, loop, start it, and go.
Yeah.
Like my broke and other things are variegated, and pulling the two out, making
Yeah.
sure they match, lining them up, and then you can't loop, start.
This would add more variety.
This
It
would
be a
be-
nice, easy.
Yeah. But I did order 2 other colors from Picture This Plus. So in 16 months, when those are done, I know they bumped the time thing. It's months now. But when those come, because 123 Stitch didn't have them. When those come, I will let you know. But maybe one of those colors might be better. I don't know. So far, this is number 1 in the pandemic. This I bought to replace the fabric for Celtic Noel or Celtic Winter. I'm not sure which, because the one I bought, I can feel you breathing. The one I bought, I love the color. Unfortunately, I don't know what I was thinking, and I ended up buying an 18 count Aida instead of a 28 count whatever. And since it's a set of 5, winter, spring, summer, autumn, and Noel, I can't have one be a different size. Like,
that would be odd.
It would stand out.
Very odd.
So I had to get the 28, and they don't sell. It was like country mocha, but not vintage country mocha. But whatever it was, they don't. Country mocha? Yeah, did I say that? Country mocha. They don't sell that in a 28. So I got a raw natural cashel, but it's not as dark as I was hoping.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm going to have to pull it out and, do like a floss toss or something. So
Yeah, I can't imagine the pattern, but I like the color.
Maybe not. We'll see.
It's very burlap.
And then the rest of this is just me being bad because here's the problem with 123 Stitch. You put your stuff in the wish list, and periodically I go in there, and just for funnies, I look at my wish list. Make sure that the stuff that's on it I still want on it.
Yeah.
Well, I went in there to look. 4 of the things on my wish list were on sale.
That's a good
Not
amount.
1, but 4.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. Okay, I'll do it. So I did it. And this I've wanted for a long time. I have the fabric and I have the floss already. I just never bought the pattern. So since it was on sale, I bought it.
I recognize
Hildy's
the name.
Brew from Bendy Stitchy.
I think I know what it is.
Bendy Stitchy.
Yeah.
So I have the Echo for it, and I have the Threadworks. I had gotten it at Stitcher's Paradise, and I have the Etoile. I assume I have the DMC. If I don't, I have all that CXC I still haven't gone through. She counted the first little bag that had 47, and I counted the bag and it had 100, and I was like, oh, it's 447, so they should all be there, but I mean, I don't honestly know.
Okay.
In case you're new, the CXC, I bought CXC, which is like a cheap version of DMC from AliExpress, and it came last week, so go back and look. DreamWorks? No, DesignWorks. DreamWorks is like...
That's movies.
Yeah, movie. I saw
With the
Hamilton.
moon.
I think that's in my other. Be kind to one
Did I
another.
talk about it last week though?
We were going to. We were gonna watch it, and you were saying I needed to watch
commented it, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Isn't that so pretty back there?
That is
Anyway.
pretty.
People need to be kind to each other. I don't care what side of anything you're on. Be nice to each other.
Be
My
nice.
goodness, I rarely even look at any kind of social media anymore. 'Cause people are just not nice to each other. Be nice.
Be nice.
Sort of say hug people, but
Maybe bad advice.
don't listen to me. I saw Blitz Stitch stitch this. I never, ever, 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 ever would have bought it based on the picture had I not seen his finish.
Uh-huh.
It is so pretty. So you're going to look at this and be like, what is wrong with you? Why did you buy that?
Okay,
But I'm telling
prepared.
you, it is beautiful.
Okay.
And the subject matter, you're going to be like, what? What?
Okay.
It's Quaker Christmas 2, Songs of the Season.
Sounds very Christmas.
You know how I feel about Christmas carols.
Yeah,
And
that's
an
like
entire-
the least you thing I've ever seen.
And this does not look terribly attractive in this picture at all. But I'm telling you, if you saw his, you would be like, yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then
Alright.
finally, this is a horrible picture, too.
I'm telling
But
you, they never take good pictures. It's hard to get good pictures of.
Stitchamami
Stuff.
is where I saw this originally, although I think she has the kit, and I don't think they sell the kit anymore. And when I was at Stitcher's Paradise, I asked, and she didn't have the kit or the pattern, but it's from Cooler Design Studio.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. It's an antique shoe collection. I'm not a girly girl. I don't have shoes. Like,
What?
I have tennis shoes. I have some shoes, but I don't have shoes. But the colors in this are pretty. Terrible picture. Terrible picture. But she's working on it and it's really pretty. Pretty shoes.
Yeah, lots of colors.
Pretty shoes.
It could look okay, I guess.
My husband likes shoes. I don't know why he notices, but like,
He does notice shoes.
he's like, oh, I don't like her shoes. I was like, whoa, she had feet? I didn't even notice. Alright, that's it for the haul. I'm done hauling. You can pay attention again. You boiled all through my haul.
No, I found another spot on my skin that was peeling, and I love peeling off skin. I think it is the most fun. That is the best.
I actually understand that. I like it too.
Yeah.
I know, mine's really good. It fell out. Okay. Other and what? Oh no, spin.
Oh, yeah.
Spin. So my husband got that smoke cooler, and
I don't even have it on my phone anymore.
okay.
It didn't transfer over.
Oh,
Sorry.
I did bad things just now. Anyway, my husband bought that swamp cooler, and he's like, hey, will you hang out in the garage with me? And I was like, sure. So that was Sunday. He's like, I really like hanging out with you. And I liked hanging out with him. It reminded us of when we were younger, and we spent all sorts of time together doing stuff. So then Monday night, I went back out there. So every night we've been out there together, and we bring out the birdie, like I said, and we all hang out. I mean, he's not watching me stitch, and I'm not watching him he does stuff, and it's just nice to spend the time together. So I exercise right after work, and then I go out there and I do my fun stuff with him, and then he comes inside and starts dinner, and I come inside and do some sort of chores like dishes, trash, laundry, whatever. So I feel like I'm being way more productive, so I really like it. So I need to set up a wheel, I think, that has some of the diamond painting on it, because I could do that out there.
Yeah.
But so now my spinning, I think I'm going to end up,
goodness.
I don't have it yet, but I think I'm going to end up having 2 different wheels, for a garage wheel and then a weekend wheel. But I feel really good about that. You know, I could put the beaded cross stitch, I can have regular cross stitch, I can...
So instead of evening, you'd have garage.
Yeah, which is still
and
evening, but
yeah.
it's... I could do some diamond painting, which I mean, I did a little bit for the last few weeks, but not much. But it would be, for those of you who hate diamond painting, you're like, don't do it. But too bad, I'm gonna do it. But so for now, I'm only gonna, well, I'm gonna spin this one twice, but
yeah, this is just the normal cross stitch.
this
whatever.
is a normal. How do I make that go? Okay,
Just like that. You're good.
I feel like I have to point it at you.
I know.
So for the weekend, mousse. The
mousse.
The panna mousse.
I like the mousse.
I like the mousse too, but that fabric is rough.
Yeah.
And then in the garage, because I no diamond painting yet, because I haven't set up my wheel. But the Kindle's working out pretty well out there. Oh, elegant tapestry. I've not done that for a long time.
Yeah, it hasn't done that in a while. Airdrop that to me.
So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Good.
Okay, so that's it for Stitchy stuff. But you should stick around because I have an interesting trash story.
She does. Her trash story is good.
With maybe even some video. And then discuss that I did see Hamilton. We won't go way into that though. And then the wedding stuff. We have some interesting updates on the wedding. So for those of you who don't want to see the wedding, I'm sorry. I'm sad, but whatever. I can't force you. Although sometimes if you just put us on 1.5 speed, we go through stuff pretty quick. It's better. We're better at 1.5 speed.
I don't think we're coherent at 1.5 speed.
No, I watch it at 1.5 when I watch it. Because she posts it, and I don't know necessarily when she posted it. And so when I see it, I put it on 1.5 and watch it.
I wish I could edit at 1.5. That would make it go so much faster.
So for those of you leaving, bye. Thanks for coming. For those of you staying, woo, 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 woo. Thank you. Okay, so speaking of trash, we do not have trash.
Sorry. I'm just explaining why I'm on my phone. I'm getting the pictures.
We do not have trash service at the cabin. So anything that you bring in, you have to bring out. And most of the time, we can just bring it home, toss it in the trash. Sometimes it's really big if we've been doing a project and we throw it away in a dumpster at like one of the locations or the dump or whatever. But sometimes if we have something extra stinky, we'll throw it away at the dumpster at the bottom of the hill. But we have permission to do that, but we try not to do it because that seems kind of weird. But it's like a visitor center kind of ranger station-y thing down there. So last weekend we had some stink, and we hopped in the car to leave, and we're driving down the hill, and we get to the bottom, and I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention, and my husband said, "What's that in the trash can?" And I look up, and I can see something moving, sort of like a bag, maybe. Bless you. Thanks. Like that Katy Perry song. That's what you said. With the bag.
Drifting through the wind.
Drifting through the wind.
Start again.
Wanting to start again.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Oh, is that because it was kind of furry. Is that a baby bear sitting on the edge of the trash can?" And we're both staring, and he pulls in closer, and there's cars stopped along the outsides. I'm like, why are there so many cars in the road? What's wrong with these people? And I go back to looking at the trash can. No, that is not a baby bear sitting on the edge of the trash can. That is a full-sized brown bear inside the trash dumpster.
Yes, it is.
Now here's the thing. I was volunteering to throw the trash away. So little old me was just going to hop out, grab the trash bag, toss it in the dumpster, and get back in the car. Had he not noticed...
You would have been mauled by a bear. Probably not.
Because the bear kept going... It has the two lids, but somebody broke the one lid, so it doesn't even like exist anymore. And so there's just the one that's closed on the dumpster. And the bear was going under that and doing stuff in there. Mm-hmm. So had I walked up and gone to it would have startled both of us, and we both would have screamed.
Both would have stared at each other.
I told the people from the camp, I said, when I saw that, had I gotten out and gone to throw that, and we had seen each other, my scream would still be echoing 4 hours later through the forest. You would have heard it.
You would have pet him.
Oh, I would love to pet him, but
pet him.
No. So I tried to take video, but unfortunately I didn't know I was recording when I was, and I wasn't recording when I thought everything was backwards. And I was trying to take pictures, but it was in the shade. So my husband got a good picture. I have a little bit of video of him walking away. But he would go down, and then he'd pop up and like rest his arm and like look like what y'all looking at. And this guy pulls up like next to us, and then he goes further, and I'm like, oh, don't go to the trash can. Like there's a bear in it. But like, how do you not know? I mean, there's people with cameras, and like, so he backs up a little bit, and he's like, hey, and my window's down. I'm like, yeah. He's like, are you looking at wildlife? I said, I am. And he said, what are you looking at? And I said, the bear in the trash dumpster? And he was like, oh, I saw people with cameras. I didn't know why. I mean, it was probably 5 minutes before he asked me, like, what? So she will insert pictures and a video of the bear. It has a tag on its ear. And then, not last night, night before last, it was walking on the deck and around and stuff. He was very, like... I'm a bear.
Yeah, he knows your trash is good. Well, I guess it wasn't your trash.
No, it wasn't us. But when he did walk away, I was like, do you want me to take the trash out? He was like, no, I don't want you to get out of the vehicle. So he hopped out, grabbed the trash, ran through the dumpster, and ran back in the car. He's all ready to go. So then we followed it for a little ways, and then it went on the nature trail.
Oh, yeah.
But it actually went, like, on the hike. It went, like, on the trail. Wow.
Trails are for... animals too.
Kind of sucks though if you were on that nature trail.
That's a little scary.
Yeah. So I worry about Taco too. Like he wasn't up to this time, but he was up the week before, and he's a little snack dog, little chihuahua. I don't trust him to notice big bear.
I agree.
Big bear.
He's not the best.
So that was exciting. That was really exciting.
It is exciting.
And then we were talking about Hamilton last week, and she forced us to watch it that night.
Yep.
It was really good. It was really good.
No, it really is.
The birds were in the room, but they were mostly paying attention.
They weren't too horrible.
They weren't super loud. But they do sing rather quickly, the people, not the birds. And we had the subtitles on in case they got loud, the birds, not the people. And it was a lot of reading very quickly. Some of them are very fast. I'm still upset about why Peggy's in there.
She's so obsessed over this. She asked me after, she's like, what happened to Peggy? I'm like, oh, she dies. Like, well, why didn't you discuss that in the play? I'm like, because she's not that important. Well, then why is she even in the play? I don't know. She just is.
It's just at the beginning. It's like Aunt Peggy, and she's like looking out, and then you never see Peggy again. I was obsessed with Peggy. I kept waiting for Peggy to come. Hi. Ooh, doggy.
Excuse me.
I don't know what I was saying. Just that we saw Hamilton, it was good, and I don't know why Peggy.
Yes.
You shouldn't put it in if you're going to not explain.
I am officially addicted. I've watched it 3 or 4 times. I got Jacob to watch it. And we watched it without subtitles because he didn't want the subtitles. He's like, I don't want them. I don't want them. I'm like, okay, fine. So we didn't watch it with him. But he understood it, the play. Like, he understood it, so he was able to capture it all, you know? And it was a different experience watching it without subtitles. So if you've only ever seen it with subtitles, watch it again without subtitles.
Probably most people don't watch it with subtitles. We're sort of weird. We've gotten
I don't
used to
know.
watching everything with
I don't know.
subtitles.
Maybe. I watched
I
lots
didn't
of
like
subtitles.
the beginning. Like, I liked the first song, and I didn't like the next 2 songs, but when the King came out, I was in
Hooked
love
after
with
that.
the King, and then everything after that was really good.
Yeah, the first time you watch it, I think it's just such a big adjustment. 'Cause it's so different from anything else you've seen. It's a different music style. It's a different casting style. It's a different way of viewing a play. 'Cause, you know, usually you don't get to see them in a movie form, and it's all very different. And it's a history rap play. Like, you're like, what the heck is that? Like, what?
I didn't know much about Alexander Hamilton. I knew about Aaron Burr. Like, I knew
Things.
because of that commercial. There was a commercial years ago.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I think it was for the Candy Bar or something. And
Weird.
yeah, so I knew. Yeah, but I learned a lot.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I've seen so many interviews now and behind the scenes stuff, and I've listened to the music a bunch of times, and I think it really resonates with us English literature people because it is such a work of literary genius, as well as like theater genius and musical genius. Like, I've even watched videos on the musical composition genius of it, and I have no idea what music like is or how you make it.
When you said English, I thought you were talking like British.
Oh,
English, I'm like
no.
pretending to be British. I was like, Alyssa,
No.
everybody knows you're not British.
No, I mean literature, because, and I found a video that perfectly encapsulates
Oh,
exactly what I feel.
I'm gonna edit this out.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay,
I'm just
'cause
saying.
I've already had to listen
There's
to
this
that.
video, and it explains the motifs and emotions of Hamilton, and that's exactly what makes it awesome. Is the motifs.
I apologize.
Look up motifs
Okay.
and emotions.
Let's talk
of
about the
Hamilton.
wedding.
It's so much better.
You
It's
should
so
watch
great.
Hamilton.
It's
Even the men folk
wonderful.
liked it. Wedding.
Wonderful.
Wedding.
Eh.
So what? No. Wedding. What did you do last weekend?
I don't know. Probably nothing.
Okay, so
Not as
They had-
exciting as Hamilton.
they had the cake tasting. I say that every time. They're not testing the cakes, they're tasting the cakes.
Our cake comes with our venue, so we didn't pick our person. She just comes with
And
it.
would you have picked her had you had the opportunity?
Probably not. No, but like she's fine. She's fine. She's just like
odd.
I don't know. Yeah, she's a little odd.
I
And the
don't know, I
cakes are
wasn't
like
there.
meh. Like they're good, but you know, it's not like the most mind blowing thing I've ever seen. But we were gonna have a dessert bar anyways, so like doesn't matter. It's a free cake. It's a free 3-layer for each tier cake.
So it's supposed to be at the venue, so it's close to the cabin. So she and Jacob went and did the cake tasting without us.
I know. So sorry.
And then they came to the cabin for lunch.
And I
And what
brought the
surprised me
leftovers.
was that they had leftover cake and they brought it, so we got to taste it. He and I agree completely on cake flavors.
And
Orange
Jacob and
is
I
amazing.
agreed completely on cake flavors.
They have terrible tasting cake.
It's just different.
Terrible taste. The orange one was amazing, but they picked the lemon one that will make your face. Then again, it's not my wedding, so
Nope.
it's totally okay. Totally okay. I did like the pink champagne-y one. Was that strawberry with champagne? Or?
Yeah, it's just supposed to be pink champagne, but she said she used a new strawberry extract, like for the color, and it was just like way more flavorful than she expected it to be.
Well,
So
hope
I
she
don't
does
know
it
what it'll
again.
actually taste like on the wedding day.
And then the other one that they picked was chocolate, but to me it was just way too chocolatey.
I like chocolate.
But Jacob's sister, they also brought the cake to her. She liked the vanilla and the champagne. I liked the orange and the champagne.
Yep.
So
I don't know. We had cake. It was fun. It was nice seeing the venue again. I meet with the wedding coordinator on Monday so we can like actually get a timeline of events down and stuff. But I also have some questions. I really feel like at this point, like 70% sure that it's going to get canceled. And it's annoying because we have some family that like needs to make arrangements, and you know I want to let them know what they're doing.
we did go to the hotel we were supposed to go to. We didn't go to the distant one, but we went to the close-up one, and it was so nice we decided we didn't need to go to the distant one. So now I'm trying to get her to go Monday, and so she can see it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Timestamp.
So I am part of some Facebook groups for brides, and right now where we're at, basically since March, wedding receptions have not been allowed at all of any kind. No wedding receptions. Inside, outside, no people limit. Like it's just not allowed. You cannot have a wedding reception, right? But most others, in fact, I think every other state, you can have some kind of wedding reception. It just has a person limit, which would be fine for us because we have so few people.
It doesn't have to be outdoors in other states?
I think in some of them, sure, it varies, but they can have a wedding reception one way or another, right? And California is just like the one state where you cannot have a wedding reception, no matter what you do, what lengths you take, whatever. But some people were saying that their venues had like a workaround for that, and the problem like with having a wedding reception is the group dancing, because when you're dancing, you're huffing and puffing, and you're really close to people, and you're there for a long time, right? Well, my family doesn't dance. His family doesn't dance. All of us kind of dreaded the dancing portion. So what if we just didn't have dancing? Because wedding ceremonies are allowed, certain amount of people for outdoor spaces and whatever. We would fit that criteria. And then the reception part with the meal would be the same criteria as outside restaurants, because in California right now you can't eat inside of a restaurant, but you can eat outside of a restaurant, and people can like use 50% of their parking space area for tables and whatever, right? So they follow the same criteria as a restaurant, an outdoor restaurant. So then it's like we have a wedding ceremony followed by an outdoor restaurant experience, and then you can still have your DJ play music, and we could like sing, we can play games, we can still do like our first dance because it's just two people. We just can't have group dancing, but like nobody wants to group dance anyways. So I have to ask her about that. But I imagine that it's too much of a liability for the venue, because what if people were like, "Woo, I want to dance," and then they like cause problems. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm back on the not excited train because
I can't even get her to go look at the hotel.
I'm just like, because I don't know what we're doing.
A mile from it. Just go look at it.
I just need to know what we're doing, and then I can start planning in my head other things. But like until we know what we're doing, it's like I still can't find a honeymoon spot that really resonates with me and makes sense.
Well, she likes the idea of Napa. Carla, after watching Will in Napa, which one? She did look up Ohio, which looked amazing. However, it's not close.
Denver.
Just in case you were wondering, Ohio is not next to California.
Denver and Utah and Arizona and all of California. There's some nice places, but it's just like, I don't know, it just feels like a hopeless train of, you have to find a place that's both pretty and small, you know, coupley and romantic, but also we're going to be there for a few days, so there has to be something to do.
Now, I, on the other hand, in an attempt to find her a place, found a place that now we are going to go to as soon as we can take some time off. And, yeah, found an amazing rental home. It's not Airbnb, but it's at Verbo. Beautiful place. Yeah. A little expensive, but not the $2,500 a night castle I saw.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So what's the homework for the people? I know you had something, because you said I'm going to ask them. What are we asking the people?
I don't know what I was thinking before. I am now looking for recommendations if we do push our wedding, which was probably what's going to happen. I am pretty positively set on having a mini ceremony, especially after all of you showed your support. No thanks to you.
I said it's your wedding, you do whatever you want, even if it breaks your mother's heart. I don't understand what the problem is.
But so Jacob and I were talking about how, well, if we're gonna get married with a ceremony like in the forest, all cabiny and stuff, our mini ceremony should be like the complete opposite of that. So that way you can have the best of both worlds. Okay, not inside. I don't want inside still. But we can get married like at the beach or something. But here's my dilemma, okay? Because I really want to wear my dress. One, because there's no guarantee it'll fit next year.
I should plan on getting pregnant.
It could happen. And two, because it's expensive and I want to wear it twice. Like, this is the perfect opportunity to wear your dress twice.
I didn't pay for it.
I appreciate it.
I just paid it. It was on the credit card statement. I was like, ouch.
I appreciate it. Okay, so I want to do something complete opposite of the forest, and I need specific recommendations on where I should get married that would be free or very close to free, and that won't get my dress dirty, because most of my photography is going to be at the ceremony next year, and I don't want to have to pay to get it washed again.
About outside a laundromat.
No.
A dry cleaner.
We were looking at beach areas that have like maybe like some kind of like concrete or something, like
Venice
by
Beach.
a cliff
With all the people looking out. Venice.
See, this is why she's not helpful. I need specific ideas from you.
I think that's Venice.
Specific ideas from you on where I can go just to have the ceremony. Like, we're just gonna stand out there with Jacob's dad and immediate family, and
I don't think she's going to invite me. I have homework for the wedding, if anyone's willing. I need to mother the bride dress. I think I'm a size 4. I would like to not clash, and my stomach, hip area is what I'm most sensitive about, so let's hide that. And I don't want strapless.
all the bridesmaid dresses came in except for one. So
those are wine colored.
Yep.
Her dress is white. I am good with like navy or green, maybe wine, some sort of brownish. I don't know. You know what I look like.
Make it happen.
Help. Please help. The best I've seen so far is one at David's Bridal, but it's a little pricey and it was a little much because it was kind of like shiny silvery gold, and I don't.
I think we should go again and you should try some on.
I don't think you can anymore. I think California shut down, and I think that's it. I don't, because that's indoors,
No,
and I don't
you
think
can.
you can go indoors anymore.
You can. If you can go to Target, you can go there.
I would like to try it on, but assuming that doesn't work. Oh, and I can't wear heels, so if you got any shoe
but it
recommendations?
has to be a thick heel.
Yeah,
Hunter thinks she's gonna wear a thick heel.
probably mostly shouldn't wear heels. Like, I know people wear those, like, platforms and stuff. I'm pretty sure I'd break an ankle. Alright, thank you all for sticking around so long. Bye!
Have a good rest of your weekend.
We'll try to be less chatty next week. A little.
Maybe.